What if the Titanoboa snake didn't go extinct? A massive snake that roamed the earth around 60 million years ago. This creature was so enormous that it could swallow a crocodile whole. And if you're thinking, well, thank goodness it's extinct, think again. What if I told you that the Titanoboa never really disappeared? What if it had managed to survive until today? The mere thought is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. So sit tight. Brace yourself for an enthralling journey as we explore the possibility of the Titanoboa's survival in modern times. Are you feeling uneasy right now? I don't blame you. After all, the Titanoboa was a truly terrifying creature. With a weight of around 2,500 pounds and a length of up to 42 feet, this massive snake was more than 7 times the height of the average adult male. But it's not just a frightening size. The Titanoboa was also incredibly powerful. With a crushing force of over 400 pounds per square inch, it could easily take down prey much larger than itself. So if you're feeling a little uneasy, you're not alone. The Titanoboa is a creature to be feared. The discovery of the Titanoboa was a turning point in our understanding of prehistoric creatures, and its sheer size and power made it a fascinating subject of study for scientists and researchers worldwide. But what if I told you there was more to the story? Recent studies have revealed a sharp turning point in the Titanoboa's existence, a moment that made it even more attractive to researchers and the public alike. It turns out that the Titanoboa's extinction may have been directly linked to a dramatic change in climate during the Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum. The Earth's temperature rose rapidly, causing a significant decline in the Titanoboa's preferred habitat and prey. As a result, the Titanoboa was forced to adapt to new conditions or face extinction. But unfortunately, the Titanoboa could not adapt fast enough to survive the changing climate, and it ultimately became extinct. Its story is a reminder of the importance of adaptation and evolution in the face of environmental change. And with climate change a pressing issue today, studying the Titanoboa's history may provide valuable insights into how we can ensure the survival of our planet's most magnificent creatures. What if I told you that there is evidence to suggest that the Titanoboa did in fact adapt to the changing climate and continue to thrive? Recent discoveries have revealed that some snake species that are closely related to the Titanoboa have managed to survive in a range of environments, from tropical forests to cooler, drier habitats. This raises a tantalizing possibility that the Titanoboa may have undergone a similar adaptation, allowing it to survive and thrive in a new, cooler climate. Imagine the sight of a giant snake navigating through the snow-covered forests of South America or slithering through the cooler, drier grasslands that replace its once lush tropical habitat. Such a scenario would be nothing short of amazing and would present a true turning point in the history of this incredible species. While we may never know for certain what happened to the Titanoboa, the idea that it might have adapted to the changing climate is a fascinating one, and a reminder that even the most ancient and seemingly unchanging creatures can surprise us with their resilience and adaptability. However, despite the potential dangers, there is no denying the allure of such a creature. The Titanoboa's size, strength, and ferocity make it a fascinating subject of study and imagination. Its existence would certainly add a sharp turning point to the history of our planet, and it would undoubtedly attract the attention of researchers and thrill-seekers alike. In fact, it's not hard to imagine a scenario where the Titanoboa becomes a popular attraction, drawing in tourists from around the world to witness this awe-inspiring predator in action. Its size alone would make it a spectacle, but its hunting and feeding habits would add an element of danger and excitement that few other creatures could match. Of course, The idea of exploiting a living creature for entertainment is a troubling one, and it's not something that should be taken lightly. But the hypothetical existence of the Titanoboa does raise important ethical questions about how we interact with the natural world and the creatures that inhabit it. Ultimately, whether or not the Titanoboa would be an attractive addition to our world is a matter of perspective. From a scientific standpoint, it would undoubtedly provide valuable insights into the evolution and behavior of ancient reptiles. From a human standpoint, it would be a thrilling and potentially dangerous addition to our world. But regardless of our opinions, the fact remains that the Titanoboa is an important reminder of the impact that climate change can have on our planet and the creatures that call it home. And it's not just the Titanoboa's appetite that would impact the environment. Its sheer size also plays a role. Imagine a snake that's as wide as a tree trunk slithering through the jungle. It would need a lot of space to move around, and it would likely destroy large areas of vegetation in the process. This could have a cascading effect on other species that rely on that vegetation for food and shelter. But let's remember the Titanoboa is a waste-producing creature. It's safe to assume that its droppings would be substantial. This could have a negative impact on water sources, potentially leading to pollution and disease outbreaks. So what does all this mean for us humans? If the Titanoboa was still around today, we must take extreme precautions to protect ourselves. We should avoid certain areas or build heavily fortified structures to keep the snake out. We also need to be careful about our own activities' impact on the environment, as any disruption to the ecosystem could make the situation worse. But there's also another side to this story. While living in a world where the Titanoboa may seem terrifying, it's important to remember that every species plays a role in the ecosystem. The Titanoboa would have been a top predator, and its presence would have helped to keep other populations in check. Without it, we could see a surge in populations of other species, leading to overgrazing and other environmental problems. Furthermore, the discovery of the Titanoboa has shed light on the climate of the Paleocene epoch. At the time, the Earth was much warmer than today, with average temperatures around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. This provided the perfect environment for cold-blooded animals like the Titanoboa, which could regulate their body temperature by basking in the sun. The Titanoboa's discovery has also led to new questions about the evolution of snakes. Scientists believe that the Titanoboa may have been a transitional species, bridging the gap between the ancient snakes that lived during the age of the dinosaurs and the modern snakes we see today. By studying the fossils of the Titanoboa, scientists are gaining a better understanding of how snakes evolved and adapted to their environments over millions of years. The Titanoboa is a fascinating creature that gives us a glimpse into the past. It's a reminder of how much the Earth has changed over time and the different creatures that have lived on it. And while the Titanoboa may no longer be with us, other undiscovered species are out there just waiting to be found. Who knows what other amazing creatures are waiting to be discovered, and what secrets they hold about the history of our planet. So what can we learn from this hypothetical scenario? For one, it's a reminder of the importance of biodiversity. No matter how small or seemingly insignificant, every species plays a role in the ecosystem. When we lose a species, we risk upsetting the delicate balance of nature. It's also a reminder that our actions have consequences. Our choices can have a lasting impact on the environment and the species that call it home. So there you have it. If the Titanoboa had never gone extinct, we would live in a different world. The presence of such a massive predator would have far-reaching consequences, not just for other animals, but for us humans as well. We would need to be constantly on guard, taking every precaution possible to avoid coming into contact with the Titanoboa. And even then, There's no guarantee that we would be safe. It's a sobering thought, but also a reminder of just how much our actions can impact the world around us. We may not have the power to bring back extinct creatures, but we do have the power to shape the future of our planet. By taking steps to protect the environment and preserve biodiversity, we can ensure that we don't inadvertently create new threats to our survival. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content.